Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's Golden State Racing preview show for this Friday. First race, 6 furlongs, claiming of $8,000. First of 15,000 for Phillies 3-year-olds. My top selections is the number 1, Happy Chappy. Went out at Fresno on the 5th of October at 5.5 furlongs, came in second by a head in a time of 105 and 3. This horse has been continuously hitting the board in the last couple of starts, minus the one race at Fresno on the 14th of September. And seemingly didn't do well in that race. As you could tell, he didn't really do well there. My second pick will be the number 4, Leads the Sky. 5th October at Fresno. $8,000 claiming, came in 7th by 6 lengths in a 105. Went down on the 14th of September, though, and came in second by 3 lengths in an $8,000 claiming race also, but ran a faster time of 104, which was a little bit confusing. It might have been a little bit of a hotter day or something like that. So for me, it'll be 1 and 4 in the first race at Pleasanton. Second race, 1.70 miles, claimers of $12,500. For 3-year-olds and upwards at 1.70 miles. My top selection will be Upstart Yankee, the number 3. Came from LA, ran at Fresno, and did terribly. Ran 7th by 23 lengths. Is also dropping down in class from $16,000 claiming to $12,500 claimer races. And to be honest, this horse, this field in general has got some good horses. I'd like to also throw in number 2, Super Mazel. Has hit the board continuously also, except for the one race down at Del Mar or the 2 races down at Del Mar that this horse ran in. One of which was against Upstart Yankee, and ran 7th by 13 lengths, which is why I really don't have Super Mazel in my betting slip. My second selection will be the number 1, Big Spin. Ran on the 2nd of September at Del Mar in an $8,000 claiming race. Came in 5th by 9 lengths, also in the race that he lost to Upstart Yankee in. But he went at Del Mar earlier on the 22nd. Oh, no, that was Pleasanton. On the 22nd of June at 1.16 miles and a $16,000 and won by 3/4 of a length. So maybe the Pleasanton track just does better for this horse, potentially. Moving on into the third race. 5.5 furlongs, claiming price of $20,000 and a purse of $22,500 for fillies and mares 3 and up. My top pick will be the number 4, Twilight Empire. Ran at Fresno on the 5th of October after a long layoff of over a year. That's about 14 months. Last time ran at Golden Gate on the 27th of August. She ran in a 62,500 claiming race. Came in 4th by a length and 3/4. Now is dropping down to a $20,000 claiming race. So a big difference there. Continuing to go at the same distance. A little bit shorter though, shortening up by half a furlong. Has got decent speed figures also, but this horse was running at a mile before, so it'll be a little bit more of a different trip, a 1-turn race instead of a 2-turn race. My second selection, the number 5, Broadway Tiger. This one, for many people, will be just a shot in the dark. But this horse ran at 5.5 furlongs on October 6th at Fresno in a $26,000 allowance. Came in 6th by 7.25 lengths. Earlier, though, at Fresno on the 15th of September, this horse won by 6 lengths in a $50,000 optional claiming. So I think it was just a bad day. That track seems to have done terrible things for people running on the weekend of the 6th and 5th of October. Moving on into the fourth race, 1.16 miles. Maiden $27,000. My top selection will be Signor Vittoria, number 5. Ran on the Breeders' Cup Oaks. I think that's the Breeders' Cup Oaks at Hastings for $75,000. Came in 4th by 11 lengths. This horse was primarily run down in LA. Never really won down in LA. In fact, is still a maiden to this day. 12-0, has had 2 second placings, and those all came from this year, one of which was from Golden Gate. The other one was from the Washington Oaks, $50,000 at Emerald Downs. Now this horse drops down into a $27,000 race and seemingly might destroy the competition, as he's never run in a race this low before in his life. Aside from the maiden claiming race he ran at Golden Gate on the 11th of May in a maiden claiming of $25,000. You could do something with that there. My second selection will be the number 3, Tis Now Mama. Never ran in anything less than $75,000. So that right there is already something to tell you. He went out of Keeneland in 2022, so we won't even consider that race. And then this horse appeared twice at Del Mar in a $75,000 maiden and got destroyed both times. Now is moving up to Pleasanton and dropping down 3 times less than what this horse had before. And, the times, mile in 1 minute and 37, that's a little bit slow for LA horses, and especially a $75,000 race, but this horse lost by 43 lengths. So this time will probably be close to about 1 minute and 45 to 1 minute and 50 seconds, somewhere in that range. But this field itself looks extremely slow in my opinion, so we'll see how it plays out. 5th race, 5.5 furlongs, maiden claiming 12,500. I'm going to go with the number 6, Nifel. These are, by the way, for fillies, 2-year-olds. Nefeli will be my top selection, number 6. Ran at Fresno last time on the 21st of September in a maiden claiming race of $25,000. He came in 5th by 3/4 of a length. Best effort was at Pleasanton earlier this summer in a $25,000 maiden claiming, and came in 2nd by 3 1/4 lengths. That was that horse's only second placing in his entire career, and his only race at Pleasanton, or her only race at Pleasanton too. Uh, 4-1 odds, to be honest, on this horse. Morning line is very good. I really do like the 4-1 idea. If 4-1 is going to be at post time, that'd be amazing. My second selection will be the number 3, She's My Flame. Ran at Santa Anita and is just an LA horse being brought up to Northern California, which is already one thing to say there. This horse went out on a mile at Santa Anita last time in a $32,000 and came in 3rd by 9 1/4 lengths, or 9 3/4 lengths. Best attempt was at Santa Anita on the 13th of June in a $54,000 maiden race and came in 2nd by 9 1/2 lengths. So this horse has never really been close to any real competition to win. But She's My Flame, definitely she can probably get up onto the board at least to get you some money back. 6th race, 5.5 furlongs, claiming event of $6,250. My top selection will be the number 3, Supersonic Flyer. Ran at Fresno last time on the 6th of October and actually did do well. One of the only horses that did well at Fresno, even though 3 1/3 by 2 1/4 lengths. That's not a very short margin. That's something different. But this horse did run at Fresno earlier in September and won by a head in a 62,500 claimer, or 6250 claimer. This horse has been hitting the board consistently also too. Minus the one race at Ferndale, this horse ran in a 4,000 allowance. Came in 4th by 7 1/4 lengths. If we exclude that, this horse has had a 3-win streak, 3 in a row. And does like the 5.5 furlong distance. Doesn't like 5 though. So you can definitely see Supersonic Flyer flying up to the board placings. My second pick will be the number 8 Bourbon Grays. Went out at Fresno on the 15th of September last time in 5.5 furlong distance. 62.50 was the claiming price tag. And he came in third, or she came in third by 3/4 of a length. Earlier at Santa Rosa, this horse ran at 12,500 and won by half a length. So, this horse could probably play along with the competition. Like, with Supersonic Flyer, it'll definitely be a good challenge for Bourbon Glaze, but definitely look out for the number 8. So for me, it'll be the number 3 Supersonic Flyer and the number 8. So 3 and 8 for me in the 6th. Moving on to the 7th race, $50,000 allowance, purse of $20,000. My top selection. And to be honest, this race was also very complicated to handicap, but Velocious, in my opinion, the number 6 is going to be my top selection. Ran in an optional claiming race at Fresno for $50,000 and came in 4th by 14 lengths. The time set was 104, which for 5.5, that's a good time for Northern California horses. Not exactly a great time for LA horses. But she's done pretty well, in my opinion. Could potentially get across the finish line first in this race. So we'll see how that happens. Ace Baby, the number 1, will be my second selection. Ran at 5.5 furlongs on the 11th of October and 103 and 1 in a $25,000 claiming race. Now is moving up to a $50,000 allowance race. And to be quite fairly honest, I think that if she can run with another 103 for 5.5, or, well, since this is 6 furlongs, she put up 111 for 6 furlongs and came in 4th by 4.5 or 4.25 lengths. So if she can recreate what happened at Fresno with a 103 winning time, so consider that'll be probably a 108 winning time or something for 6 furlongs, maybe a little slower. But that tidies up the information that you need to know for for Pleasanton this Friday. Hopefully you can win a couple of races and get some money back for your investment. This is Matt Krikorian. I'm wishing you best of luck from wherever you may be watching, whether it's at the track or at home. Goodbye.